What's going on, guys? Sorry we've been gone for a while, but I'm back again with my boy Carlos Mojica, and we're doing another LMIQ to catch.
Damn, I got the last name.
Yeah, hey, gotta let them know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Gotta let them know who you are. Carlos Mojica, Cam Theory. We're back with another LMIQ. Sorry we've been gone. You know, the content's been dry, but we're gonna be back. Got some new toys on us right now. These lavalier mics. Hopefully it sounds better for you guys. But we wanted to touch base on some things that have been happening recently regarding college football, all the sports that's going on, NBA playoffs, things like that. Also, want to give a quick shout out to Austin FC. They started they had their first 2 games here in Austin. They haven't scored a goal yet, so we need to figure something. They need to get a forward or something. They got to do something.
They need to get you?
No, not me. Oh, yeah, go ahead and buy that. Yeah, he's a free agent.
Yeah, go get that boy.
Go ahead and drop that bag for us real quick. Hey, if
they can afford him.
No, dude, if Messi or any like European player came to Austin FC, those tickets would be so high. They're already high now, but they'd be like insane.
What's the most money you think they'll give somebody?
Austin FC?
Yeah.
Probably like $100 million contract.
So they couldn't afford Messi?
Yeah, nah.
Maybe for like a season?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I mean, towards like when he's like 42 or something, like just
watch.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't care if he's 42, bro. It's still Messi. Like that's like seeing LeBron. You know what I mean? Like when he's just washed.
True.
But anyways,
like now.
nah. That's still that. Hey, LeBron got them shoulders, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Put these on my shoulders, let's get it done." But anyways, we're gonna touch base. We're gonna start with the most recent important thing that me and Carlos have been talking about all day, really, and just kind of going back and forth with. But how do you feel about them finally, allowing players to make some money? I mean, I wish I had this in college.
You would have made no money.
Shoot, I might have made a little bit at Durango. I might have got some, cuckoos. You know what I'm saying? Like advertising.
But no, I'm happy about it. I think it's dope. I think that players finally are getting what they deserve. I don't think that everyone will be happy, but I think I can't even say if it's a foot in the right direction because it's a long time coming. It's overdue, It's overdue, but it's also something that's hard to do because it's like, we'll say, for instance, like Spencer Rattler.
Yeah.
He created a logo already. Like,
dude, it is already in the works.
He's already got everything going for it. And you take somebody like, I don't know, Hasselwood, who's not gonna earn as much money, but just as good as a player.
Yeah.
Like, how are players gonna react to that?
Yeah.
Or like if you're a top, say, the first lineman, like you're projected. Lineman,
like a top 10 lineman.
Say you're protecting like Spencer Rattler,
or
DJ,
left tackle,
Sam Howell, something like that. Like, and it's like, well, I ain't getting no money. I'm the one protecting them.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like I was telling you, it just goes back to like kind of the positions you play, which it sucks, but I mean, it's just like when you grow up, everyone wants to be a running back growing up because you get the ball the most, right? So it's like same with like quarterback. Quarterbacks are so important, 1, to the game, and 2, they're the only player that touches the ball besides the center every single play. So, and like on TV, people that don't know football, they're gonna see, quarterback, like that they're gonna immediately know who that is. So it sucks for like the lineman. Like, I was watching Taylor Lewan, Busting with the Boys, no free shout outs, stole that from y'all. But I was watching their podcast, and Taylor was talking about how he was a lineman at Michigan, and Denard Robinson, him and Denard Robinson would go out to the bars, and he wouldn't get talked to at all when they were going out to the bars. Denard Robinson didn't even get drafted. Taylor Lewan's a top 10 draft pick, all-pro left tackle, right? So it's just like you have these people that are going to make money in college, but like you said, it just kind of varies. And then also too, like with recruiting, like
that's gonna play a big role.
Yeah,
because it's like USC, UCLA,
Texas, bro. Like going to UT, bro.
Florida, Miami,
any good school, really, too. Like Ohio.
I'll just start thinking of like
location geographically,
places.
Yeah, and just like the income too of the area. Like you could, I was telling you, like, bro, you could go to like UT and have some, alumni.
How much money Sam would have made?
Just doing like commercials or like advertising for alumni or talking at like, conferences for these people just to like, if you're own a business and you have money, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a Sam Ellinger talk at this conference for me. Like,
And it's not even football, like basketball. Zion. Like,
yeah, Zion at Duke, that'd
yeah,
be insane.
I think he would have made more than he might have made the most.
Yeah, low key.
In this, like,
Besides like Johnny, because I think Johnny.
I'm talking about like in the recent years.
Okay.
Like, he might have made the most. I think Trevor Lawrence would have made the second most. I think he would have made the first most.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence was like the perfect role model too. Like he would have been at like they would have had that man talking at everything.
No, for
you know what I'm saying?
But like Zion was like literally must watch TV.
Yeah, he was. Bro, he literally ripped through his Nike shoe and then he got a shoe deal with Nike like immediately. You know what I'm saying? So that like you said, like the recruiting is gonna, because if I'm an athlete, calling somebody today, like if I'm an athlete, I pay a kid $10,000 to, you know, talk in my restaurant, sign autographs for whatever, 4 hours. There's kids that might be going on a recruiting trip. They see that, like, oh, I'm going to USC. Like, I could get that. So, like, if other schools are giving, like, other players potential, and then, like, these small schools, like the UTSAs of the world, or just, like, the group of 5 schools, like Tulsa, Cincinnati, like, those schools, one, they're not even on TV as much as the other schools, unless they're really good. And it's just like, you're going to want to go to, like, these kids already want to go to other schools, going to be on TV. And it's like, now that you can make money, they're definitely going to be like, oh, bro, I'm only going like Power 5 because I'm going to be on TV and then you can make money.
I'm assuming NCAA knew they were going to do this for a while now.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why they came out with the report that they're expanding the field?
The playoffs?
Field?
I never thought about that.
I just thought about that. Like, you think that could be a reason why they're expanding the playoffs?
To 12? Because I know, like, they wanted, because 6 was like 6 to 8 was like where I wanted it to be, but 12 is a lot of damn teams.
So like not.
That is a good.
Has the best players.
Yeah, I like that because I mean, I like that too because now like for a recruit too, like if it is expanded to 1 through 12, you might have a team like who was 12 this year? Coastal Carolina. I think we looked at it. They would have played. They had to play like the number 5 team. Who was it?
That was A&M.
Yeah, so they had to play them. So it's like. A kid can see Coastal Carolina get recruited by them, but it's like if the playoff system goes to 12, it's like, oh, they made the playoffs. Like, I can still go there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that does it does like
good school.
It does like if
granted they're not.
Yeah, but it's like when you look at it, it's like they're good. They made the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's definitely a nice like change. I would say. I mean, I think it could be better. It could add parity. Like the playoff thing could add parity. I don't know if they have that related with the player they like, but it makes a little sense though.
So say they do go to 12 team. Say the top 2 teams keep winning. Do you think they'll ever shrink it, or do you think they'll stay at like 12?
I think they'll stay at 12.
One has won it pretty much almost every year, but like
that honestly,
2 years.
And it's always the same teams that go. It's always Bama, Clemson. Oklahoma's only missed the playoffs once. Bama's missed it once. Ohio State's missed it once or twice. Clemson's, I think, never missed it. I don't think they've never missed. I think they have. Like when it first started, they didn't go. Yeah, but still, like when you think of the playoffs, though, you think of literally Clemson, Bama, Ohio State, Oklahoma, and then like there's a team every now and then. Like there's Washington that made it one time, Michigan State, Georgia, you know, but like Oregon, Florida State, like when we were in high school. But like other than that, like it's normally the same team. So like that's probably why they want to expand it. But I mean, people are saying it's going to be the same result anyways.
I think so.
I do too, especially if you go to 12, because their goal is they want to go to 12 and they want to get the first 4 teams a bye, and then everyone else plays each other. 5 through 12 or whatever plays each other, and then the other teams get a bye, and then they just bracket it that way, I guess. But I mean, I when I saw it,
I would not want a bye.
I wouldn't either.
If I was the top 4, I wouldn't want a bye. I want to play.
I would, yeah. Depending on who you match up with. I mean, 1 versus 12, like think about it this year. Who was 1 this year? Bama versus Coastal Carolina? Dude, that would have been. But that's like not entertaining to me. Like game's not going to be close at all. Because like, bro, there's such a difference when like even teams like 1 through 6 is like teams 5 and 6 are good, but like they're
A&M 5 and they're not beating Alabama.
Yeah, and like OU was 6, but OU, in my opinion, like no bias, was like better than A&M last year. Like towards the end of the year, so like it's just like hard to say. But like those teams still like people were saying like I don't know about the playoffs for them. So you think about like teams 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Do you think it'll work like how pro teams work? If you win the Natty, do you get extra money?
Probably. I mean, I mean, I think it's like that now. Not like they'll get extra
the school
money.
gets extra money, I think.
And that was another thing too. The
Program
school's
does,
not
like,
paying.
player-wise.
The school's not paying out the players either. It's
endorsers,
endorsers and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think, I mean, it does help you though. It's like, say for example, I use Spencer just because he's like the popular player going in next year,
that's-
like one of them. Him and
He's
DJ,
The only one who's made
like
everything for it.
yeah, exactly. So like, and his logo is like kind of clean. I don't know why.
Nice, kind of loud.
But like, I mean, I'll use him for example. Like, say OU is what they do what they're supposed to do next year. They're good. They go to playoffs. They make noise, win the Natty. I mean, he's already gonna. The thing is, he's already gonna get drafted top whatever 5 whatever. So it's like, but he goes win the Natty, and he has a good year throughout the season. Like he's gonna be getting paid. Like he's probably gonna be doing ads, like all kinds of stuff already just based off the year he had last
Do
year.
you think that takes away from your NFL money?
Like, you think they're gonna pay you? Do you think the league is gonna start paying people less now?
Yeah.
No, because the cap keeps going up. It went down this year, obviously, because they like missed the COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean the cap keeps going up. I mean, we're seeing it now, even in the NBA. Like players are getting
The bag.
like, bro, people that aren't even good, like that are the average, making $20 million a year, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
I don't think it'll affect NFL money at all.
Nah.
No.
I do think it'll. I do think it's gonna affect college football. I think the Power Five is really gonna start pulling away. Like they already pulled away, but like I think like if you don't go Power Five, you won't even be talked about on TV at all.
True.
So
What do you think a negative will be for the players with this?
I think some players will not know how to handle it, especially because I don't know like what the rule is on the money. Say like, for example, I'm gonna use like Johnny Manziel or Reggie Bush. Say like you're at their age when Johnny was making money, right? But it wasn't legal. But say like this is going on, they sell those number 2 jerseys at A&M, and he like they have to cut him a profit because it's him. Say he gets like a $50,000 check. So you get a $50,000 check and you're like 19 years old, bro. It's just like your mentality at that age, especially like kids that we talk about like kids that they don't have money, like maybe they'd probably take care of their family, but then there's also kids that have never seen that much money ever in their lifetime. So it's just like they're just gonna act reckless and just buy stuff and then.
Well, the reason I asked is because I saw that JJ Redick said like if he was in the league, and he was like, if I got the endorsements that I could have got when I was
playing basketball when he was face of college basketball.
Yeah, he was like, I would have spent all my money on beer.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, like just having that access to money, it's just like you could just do so much stuff, like because you're in college, so it's just like $50,000 in college, like you're like a millionaire, like that's a lot of money. So it's just like,
because I just wonder what they're gonna spend it on, really. Like, are you gonna spend it on?
The thing is, I hope the NCAA has classes for like managing money.
It's harder, but it's just hard to regulate like what they're buying, I guess.
Yeah, it's also too because they're kids. Like bro, I know when we were 18, 19, like we weren't thinking about investing or getting houses or like, you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. So like maybe there's some classes in play, like.
Do you think?
Or maybe they should limit it, like you can only earn money
at a season.
No, I wouldn't say in season, but like maybe like you have to be a certain age.
Yeah, a certain age, or like at least go to the parents or something.
Yeah, like if you're.
It's like, bro, like think about it. If you gave Johnny like 100,000,
And he already had money, but like according to him,
if you gave Johnny like 100,000, I mean, you like being Johnny, he's going straight to the bar.
Yeah,
probably buying drugs.
And just like, bro, like, I mean, I even speaking from like myself, like if I had 100K in college, bro, like I'm gonna be reckless because I just know I can.
But that also goes back to the thing that we were saying. It's like people like Spencer are gonna have when they go out, they're gonna have a target on their back.
That's another thing too, yeah, because you're gonna have, and they're gonna know you're making like money now too. So like you just start targeting, and people just hate. Like that's just the name of the game. Like people are just gonna be like. People hate on you already just because you're an athlete and you're popular, and they're gonna hate. They're like, oh, you're an athlete and you're getting paid, and I got to go to school and struggle to pay my bills and stuff like that, and you're just playing football, probably not even doing your schoolwork. You know what I mean? So they're just gonna be kind of like, I can't blame people for hating, but at the same time, we talk about it all the time. If you're a pro or if you're a top college player, you're just different.
I think it'll be different. Like I think they'll get pressed because they're kids. Like NFL people don't really get pressed like that, but I think they will because they're kids. So it's like their mind's not fully developed, and they're gonna react differently than like when Myles Garrett got hit in the face. If somebody's hitting a college kid, like a college football player in the face, they're reacting back.
But people talk about those stories all the time. Like they just like, you're playing college football and like some dude that doesn't play football hits you. It's like, bro, like I'm gonna like beat his ass. Like that's just like that's like what you're thinking.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying?
Like just like a quote unquote kid mentality.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's just you're just not mature yet. And it's like you have all this money, you have all this stuff going for you, and just like that, it's like gone. It's because like you do that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean that was. I think at the end of the day, I'm glad they're getting paid because I want this NCAA game. And I haven't played sports games really in a while, but that's a game like I feel like you would even play that. Like,
maybe, I don't know.
Why not, bro? You get on there, we could do a dynasty run with Texas, start recruiting. Like it'd be lit. We make a big ass conference too, like of random teams. That shit would be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun.
The recruiting aspect would be lit on there. But
one more thing, do you think they'll start going like? Do you think they'll take the Power 5 away and just start going to like, kind of like a big league, like the Champions League, I guess, or like the EPL, something like that?
See, that's the problem. Like, and that goes back to that playoff thing. Like, it just depends on how this playoff situation goes, because it's gonna already ruin the regular season. And like, that's why we love college football, is a sense of urgency. Now, like if you lose, like now at 12 spot, if they go to 12 spots, like bro, like you can make the playoffs with 3 losses, and it's like, and without going to a conference title. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Like it just, there's gonna be teams in the playoffs and be like, damn, they're really not good, but they made the playoffs. There's 12 spots, and it's like, dude, and then it's gonna
go with NFL. You can go what 7 and 9.
Yeah.
Make playoffs.
Yeah, it depends if your division's trash. Like they got to be trash though. Like to like the rarity of going to the playoffs with a record less than 500 isn't like
that
common. They added a spot last year because of COVID, but they're not. They took it away. Yeah, cool. Yeah. I think they should keep it though. But
well, that'll do it for your boys at Opinionated Podcast. Let us know what you think about this new rule. If you like it, if you don't like it, what you think is gonna happen, how it's gonna change football, if it's gonna change football at all. But let us know in the comments below. Again, we're back. We're ready. I know y'all are ready.
Yeah, it's July 1st currently. Hopefully y'all have a good 4th of July weekend. Don't do something I wouldn't do. So.
I don't think anybody wants to do what you would do.
Disclaimer.
Anyways, that'll do it for your boys at Opinionated Podcast. We'll catch y'all guys next time. Peace.
Peace.